What's up guys, Jagged here. Today I'm back with yet again another set review video. This is one of the more newer sets, which is set number 21277, the Pickaxe Mine. This set is ages 8 plus, contains 530 pieces, and retails for about a price of $55 in the United States. So this set is one of the more bigger sets of this summer wave, even though there are two other sets I believe coming out in August of this year. I'll get into detail about that maybe if I ever do get those sets, but for now, let's just get straight into this review with, of course, the minifigures portion. Alright, so here are the minifigures in this set. You get 5 of them. You get Alex, a snow miner, a baby polar bear, a stray, and a spider. So I'll go ahead and go into these minifigures one by one like I usually do. I'll start off with Alex, even though there's really not much to talk about Alex because she's been in Lego Minecraft for all the years that we've known her. But this is one I'll get into. This is the miner, as they call him, because it's a player skin like most Lego Minecraft sets now have these days, unlike the Steve and Alex days we had in 2018 and stuff. But yeah, it's cool to see some more player skins come along the way like usual. And now we have a baby polar bear, which I believe last time we had a baby polar bear in a set was way back in 2018 when we had the Polar Igloo set come out, which came with a bigger polar bear, which I believe was actually the first ever Lego Minecraft set I reviewed on this channel. So that's a fun fact to point out. So you know what? It's cool to maybe see some nostalgia come back to this channel when showing a figure like this. So there is the polar bear, or baby polar bear I could say. Next figure up is the stray, which is the one I'll probably go into the most detail about for some reasons. The first ever stray figure we got came way back in the Polar Igloo set as well from 2018, which came along with those polar bears. This is a much darker gray variant of the stray, but what makes this figure also very rare and very expensive is this little torso clothing thing in the middle of it. So not just the color, I guess, it's just all around it, because we never had a minifigure in this type of form again. So I found that very interesting for when I built this stray, which is a lot more light gray. I'll go zoom into these real quick once I can stand them up. So just take a look at the difference there. This one you can see on the left is a lot more darker. The one on the right is a lot more lighter. So that's the very cool difference I found of these two figures, because it's just, you know, I like to compare things, so it's cool just to see the history of certain Minecraft figures, you know. I just thought that was a cool thing to point out. So there you go. That's the stray for you in its I guess diamond chest plate and I guess frozen form. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't play Minecraft that much. And then of course we have a one and only spider, because the spider's been pretty much in a lot of Minecraft sets. Pretty common to see, but the reason why it's built like this is because, as you can clearly tell, it is a spider jockey. So let me just put on the stray here, and yeah, he just sits down right on it. So there's nothing too special about this build with the spider. So yeah, that is it with the minifigure portion. Let's go ahead and get into the set. Alright, so here's the set in all of its glory. This set actually isn't even that bad of a size for $55. You get this giant pickaxe, which pretty much just looks enchanted. It's just a big sculpture just built in the middle of a, I guess, mineshaft entryway. So I find that pretty interesting, because it reminds me more of that other set. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the sword output or something. I'll put it on the screen, but yeah, it's reminds me of that set, except it's not really leading to a cave. It just leads to really nothing. It's just in the middle of a, I guess, like rock or something. I don't know. I haven't reviewed that set, but I do have it. Just maybe never had the time to review it for certain reasons. But you know, enough about that. Let's just get straight into the review. So if we look, of course, to the entryway, we have some mine rails, because, well, you would probably expect there to be a minecart. Well, of course there is. It's over here. Just you got to pull it up over. And what do you know? There is TNT in it, because for some reason they just know that I review sets with TNT in it. But yeah. And over here we have a brand new ladder piece. This is like a 1x4 type ladder piece now, and like the other ones that I'll put up on screen. But like, for example, sets like the Mountain Cave had those older style ladders, which honestly I like those ones better, but these ones I guess they want to look more realistic with. So yeah, but this leads up to a little mini base that has a crafting table and a stone cutter. And then of course you just come down here, and pretty much this is about like Looks like an ice biome and taiga combined here. So like a little transformation of biomes. So this could connect well to those types of sets, like ice spike type sets or whatever. So yeah, but let's go ahead and turn this thing around, because of course all this stuff happens in here, to the interior of the pickaxe mine. So bring your minecart in here. Let's just put it here for now because there's a play feature that I will show. But in here we have a map that I'm zooming on. There's a map and then a chest, which I'll take out real quick. It actually has some, I guess, just valuables and stuff. Well, I can't open this thing in one hand, so that sucks. Let me just cut ahead and do that. This chest just contains, you know, coal, lapis, iron, gold, diamonds. It just basically contains all the ores that are up here actually on this wall. Yeah, I'll get into that actually, because people are going to probably ask, how are they connected? These pieces right here, it's like little sidewall type pieces that just connect against the wall. So if you're wondering how that works, I mean, I found that pretty interesting when I was building it myself, because I haven't seen any Lego Minecraft set that does that. So that was interesting. And then just pretty much all this, you know, stone and stuff built around it, like you would see in a normal mine. And you could see this thing actually hinges. And you probably wonder what this is. This is like more or less of like a boulder type thing, or just a big hunk of rock, because there's supposed to be a play feature that actually goes through this, and it is this little lever here. You push it, it'll push the minecart through all these tracks, and it should push that thing down. Now doing it one hand is pretty hard, so I'll just try to get a good view of it like this. So push it, boom, and it will fly off the rail too, so expect that. But yeah, it just pushes against it and I guess pushes it back. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it, totally. So yeah, we can put the minecart back on there because it's TNT, so you expect it to explode. And yeah, and there's a little more of some room here for another extra mini base. Another one of those ladders are actually right there too, so I found that really interesting. But yeah, all around this set is a really nice set. Oh, I forget to mention about this little, I guess, a lantern just hanging off of the pickaxe. I found that interesting. I haven't seen that before. So yeah, we can turn this thing back around, and yeah, that is pretty much the conclusion of the review. Now let's get into the outro. Alright guys, that will conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Pickaxe Mine. I personally think this is a good set to pick up if you ever want to add some kind of snowy area to your world. I got you. This is a pretty good sculpture to add, and some mine tracks if you're interested in that. So that will do it for this video. Comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video I post. So have a good rest of your day. Peace out.